Hello everybody and welcome. I'd like to thank you all for watching our video today and thank you for purchasing a Snake River audio cable. Today's going to be a real short video on how to install and connect your RCA cables with the locking WBT RCA connectors. Okay, so let's get to it. This is what the RCA connector looks like without being connected to the cable. I'd like to point out three main parts of the connector. First is the barrel. Okay, this is the separate piece, and it can actually come off of the rest of the assembly. Then we've got the main body of the connector, and this part back here, the black part, is the collar. That's important. We'll come back to that later. I'd like to point out on the barrel that if you notice, the end of it is tapered, and also the tangs, what we call the tangs, on the end of the connector. These little parts here are also tapered. There are also threads on the inside of the barrel that match up with the threads on this. So when you are putting this on and you tighten it down like this, the end of this taper will cramp down or crimp down and squeeze those tangs, and it'll lock onto the jack on your component, which makes a very snug and conductive fit. And that's one of the things that makes these WBTs such an excellent connector. So, to install your cable onto your system, I actually recommend doing this once or twice out, in the air, just kind of get a feel for how these things work before you go trying to put it on your system. Just do it here in midair, and that way when you are doing it on your system, you already got a feel for what it's supposed to be like. So, take the cable in your hand, and with your thumb and forefinger, grab the collar. It's very important that you actually grab the collar. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but always grab it by the collar. Loosen the barrel by twisting it clockwise if you're behind your component, or if you're in the front trying to do it from the front of the component, it's actually going to be counterclockwise. Okay, like this. Then you'll notice that it gets almost to where it comes off. That's fine. Slide the connector onto the jack of your component, like so. Again, always grab by the collar, like this. And as you're doing so, twist the barrel to tighten it. Push in with the connector as you're doing this, and that'll seat it even deeper. Once it's on there nice and snug, you'll be able to pull it, and it's not going to come off. Again, always pull it by the collar, not the cable. Now, to take it off, you simply do the same thing in reverse. Hold the collar, and with the other hand, twist the barrel to loosen it, and it comes right off. Now, as I mentioned, if you grab this by the collar and twist the barrel, you'll always be good. If you grab it back here, though, by the cable, and try twisting this barrel, what you're essentially doing is trying to twist the connector off of the cable. You're trying to break your cable. Never do that. It's not covered under warranty, and that's just not the right way to do it. So always hold the connector and twist the barrel on and off the connector itself. So I recommend if you're gonna store the cables away for any reason, which I wouldn't hope you never do, but if you ever do, put this barrel back on there just a little bit snug, so it doesn't fall off, because they do have a tendency to fall off. And then you can store your cable just fine. Thank you again for watching our video and purchasing your Snake River audio cable. Have a great day, and may your ears always be smiling.